Welcome to day 9 of the Stress Busters Challenge. And so today we're going to be looking at a series of poses that will help us to improve our focus and concentration. So it will be mainly a standing series, and the idea is to do quite a few balancing poses. So when we're doing balancing poses, it takes quite a lot of effort and energy to do it. I don't mean necessarily hard, but mental focus to do it. And that really helps us to work on the ability to focus and to concentrate. So we will start with the feet a little bit apart, so a little bit more than hip distance. So measuring here and then a little bit more, so just so you feel right, and tucking the pelvis under for a moment. So just centering ourselves, and with the palms facing to the middle of the room. So feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling grounded here. Taking a moment, letting go of everything that has happened so far, and be fully present with this concentration and focus challenge. So now bring your feet a little bit closer together, so hip distance or a little bit closer, just so your center of gravity is just right at the middle. So we will start with the hands interlace on top of the head. And then we will inhale, we'll come up on the tip of our toes and the palms facing to the ceiling. So in this position, we are facing one point ahead of us that is not moving. So our focus point is quite important, and then we'll come down. So we will try and coordinate this with the breath. So inhale, start with your hands interlace on your head, shoulders relaxed as always. Inhale, coming up on your toes, feel the stretch up, and then exhaling, coming down, hands back on your head. So we'll do 3 more of like this. So inhale, fix your point, your gaze is at one point, that helps us to focus. And then using the exhalation to come down. And if you feel like coordinating breath with movement is not working for you, then please just breathe normally. Whatever you do, make sure that you're not holding your breath. So ever so often or all the time, check in with your breath, feeling the inhalation and the exhalation. And so inhale, up, tip of the toes, exhale down. And take a moment and bring the hands down. So now we will do one slightly different, but still it's a balanced pose. So we will start with the hands on the thighs. And then we will inhale up, coming on the tip of the toes, with the arms out this time, and then coming down. So coordinating movement with breath. And focus again at one point in front of you. So inhale, the arms just glide up, shoulders down, exhale, coming down. So you can do one more here. And coming down. And now you can stay with this for 3 more, or this time we'll go all the way up with the arms to the ceiling. So see how you feel, and engage the core, feel the work in the core as well. So coming up, relax the shoulders, fix your point, and then slowly coming down as slow as your breath allows you to. Hands back on thighs, and feet on the floor, perfect synchronization between breath and movement. So inhaling, coming up, and then exhaling, coming down. So one more, inhale up, and then coming down. And this last time we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna just try and stay there for as long as we can. So without forcing, of course. So coming up with an inhalation, relax the shoulders, And keep on breathing here. So you might feel where the work is happening in your body to help you balance. So feel where the tension is, feel what parts of your body are working to keep you on your toes. And then slowly, with an exhalation, coming down. So well done. And now we're going to go into a series of, again, balances. So we will start with one or two, and then we will bring them together. So I'll be using this the side of the mat. So we will start. Perhaps I'll start this way and then I'll move later on. Okay, so we will start with the hands on our hips, bringing the right leg up, so making sure you're not going to one side and the hips are level. And then once this feels good, you can bring your right hand on your right knee and you can just stay here and breathe normally. So if you are able to outstretch your leg and hold your toe, whatever you can do, you may do at this point, but I'm going to stay here. So you can stay here if you like, or if you want to, you can outstretch the left arm here, staying in the balance if possible, and keep looking at your point of focus. If your balance is really good, you can just try and change your gaze, but I would encourage you to perhaps just keep your gaze right in front at a point that's not moving. So here we're going to come back out of the pose in the same way. So bringing the left hand back to the waist, bringing the right foot there and bringing it back. So with control. And now we're going to do the same thing. So bringing your weight on the right foot, on all corners of the right foot. And then coming up, lifting that leg to the front, bending the left knee, lifting it up. And then keeping your right hand on your waist. And if it feels okay, if your hip allows, you can just turn the knee to the left side, opening here. So one side might feel very different to the other side, and that's human. So bringing your left hand on your left knee and opening your right arm. So fixing your point of focus there, staying with that point of focus. And then coming back with your hands, and then back to the center and on the floor. So now we're going to do another pose, which is Warrior 3, or the aeroplane pose, or the angel pose, is what I like to call it. So we will start with the hands in prayer, and coming on tip of your right toes. So I've moved to the side now, and the idea is just to slide the right foot back, keeping the hips square, and then just pivoting at the hips and letting that right leg float up to wherever. So you might be able to stay here, keeping that length in the spine and focusing at a point here. And then if you like, you can open your angel's wings. And if it feels good, you can open to the side and breathing normally here. And while you're still balanced, bringing the hands to prayer and coming back to the center. So we're going to do the same on the other side. So this time we're going to be planting the right foot down, bringing the hands in prayer, and then coming on the tip of the left. So out, slide the left foot back, the left and you can just stay here if this is where you are today, but making sure your spine is nice and long. You can just stay here. Or if you like, you can pivot coming down, and if you want, you can spread your angel wings and go as far as it feels good. So if you are in a T shape or an aeroplane shape, you want to then flex your foot at the back, your left foot. And then while you're still balanced, bringing the hands in prayer and floating back gracefully to the center. So we're going to now just bring this all together, this balance, these two balances, in a little bit of a moving sequence. So we will start bringing the right foot forward to the side, outstretching the left arm, and then coming back. And instead of bringing down, so we bring the hands into prayer and going straight into the airplane or the angel pose, and opening your wings. And then coming back, floating back to the center, bringing that leg forward, and then bringing it back. So we're going to do the same sequence now on the other side. So this time, make sure your weight is equally distributed on the whole of the right foot. Inhale, bringing the left leg up. So the knee is, the thigh is parallel to the floor. And then opening the knee to the side, outstretch your arm. So keep looking at your point of focus there. So breathing normally, taking a few breaths. And then bringing the knee back to the center, bring your hands to prayer, and then transitioning to airplane. If you need to bring your foot back, please go ahead. So do whatever feels right for your body. And then going to the side. And while you still balance, coming up gracefully, knee up and foot down to the center. So we'll now just take a moment here, and we will bring ourselves into sitting. So here we will just be carrying on with a very simple movement. So we bring the right palm in front of us, and the right elbow is just above the left wrist. So we'll turn to the right, switch the arms, looking at your left palm, coming to the left, switching. Keep looking at your palm all the time. So just really looking, and then when you reach to the side, swapping the hands. So just really the idea is to keep your focus on the palm of your hands, moving slowly to the side, swapping, looking at your hand, moving back to the center, and looking again. So just carrying on here, keeping your focus. So go as slow as you like. Don't worry about the breath, just breathe normally. So I call this the mirror pose. So it's almost like you're watching a mirror. You're looking at a mirror, you're focusing here. You're seeing everything that there is to see. Complete focus, complete attention. So next time you get to the right, and then coming to the center, and let the hands go down. So taking a bow here. Thank you very much for joining me today.